Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile, Essence League. It is time to run yet another tier 4 map. Graveyard this time. 20% quality due to a very lucky drop of a cartographer's chest in one of the many maps I have run since the last one, looking for more maps. Eventually I caved in and just bought this one. We have many totems, which is nice because we're playing a totem build, so this is totally not gonna get confusing. Monsters do 18% more damage or increased damage. They gain frenzy charges, and the boss is extra dangerous because it deals more damage and it attacks and casts faster. So let's have a little fun. Now, if I'm contrasting my map run or my map progress so far in Essence League on the right hand side or in Standard League on the left hand side, man oh man, is it getting frustrating. Just
unknown legacies, untold stories.
Let me know what your experience was with map drops in Essence League. Did you have a really slow start as well, and was my start in Standard League just atypical because I had a lot of currency that I could burn on increasing quality and things like that? Or am I just a really unlucky ducky this league and are all of you having a lot more luck? Hey, leave a comment in the comments below to either rub it in or console me. Either way, I'd like to hear from you. And of course, buying a map isn't as easy either. These are low level maps basically that I'm trying to buy. So I tried 4 different people before I actually got a response. So yeah, I'm still wishing for something like an automated marketplace to make that process of the game a little easier. Hey, a gavel dropped. That's also one of the very first times I noticed it. That's just recipes pretty hard if you don't. ZANA! She's here! Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is gonna be a lucky run. We have ZANA. So that only took us all of these maps until we actually got ZANA. Well, that's many emotional ups and downs this run. Let's clear a bit of an area around here. Okay, Immortal Totem is gone. Other totems are gone. Clear a little bit of an area around ZANA, and then we're gonna continue. Well, we still have enough space to go in. Oh. They want us dead. Well, we got a bit of a corner of the map here, so I might as well just clear that out. Okay, that one stepped into the fire. That was not smart. Was useful though. Okay, so we found the bottom left side of the map. Let's just double check here as well. Very excellent. Okay, ZANA.
There is plenty of work to be done, and who knows how long before we all vanish into the void. Let's get to work. I'm trying to enlist the help of one of our friends, but it seems one favor demands another. If you can go and help me help them, then I can in turn help you.
Okay, that totally wasn't confusing, right? We're gonna go back to the Oasis in order to help another master. So we got 2 maps for the price of 1, which is always nice. This is monster level 70, so that makes it a tier 3. I believe the Oasis is not, however, a tier 3. It's a tier 2, so we get a bonus tier. Also, what do we get? It's inhabited by animals, so snakes on a plane. Monsters move, attack, and cast faster. Area contains a vegan, and monsters have a larger pack size. Cool. So larger packs of animals. Fun times. We're gonna fight the vegan, which is always fun. It's always entertaining to have some fun with vegan. Goatmen are animals too. We have to be careful because those shummies, they definitely hurt a bit. one of my warm-up maps was a map with 40% fire resistance on most mobs. So I ended up casting Flammability on just about everything in order to have a bit of a decent clear speed. It's very nice not having it on my map run here.
You there! Let me bend your ear for a moment.
Let's not stand in the snake pits, shall we? Okay, Vegan has his own level. So that's going to be +1, that's going to be level 71. Cozy place, and that's going to get him to level 5, which I think is going to be useful as well. Recast our golem. 71. Find Vegan. Murder Vegan.
So here's how this works.
So, well, we'll actually set up a little bit here. And then we curse him. And then, good luck. Bye. It's almost cheating, but yeah. Who's keeping score? He's been defeated, so if we go out for a loot drop, we shouldn't speak with ZANA just yet. Because that's gonna close the portals here. And that means goodbye bonus map. That's a lot of floating ice. Some roas here. They just walk into it. That's just lines up perfectly. It's kind of funny to see that I started off this episode slightly annoyed that I have as of yet been unable to find a map and had to resort to buying the map. But in the end it turned out all, well, not for the best, but it turned out well. So we will get our ZANA. Also get her into the hideout, get the mapping device. Oh, life is gonna be so good. I'm just entirely just cheering up from this. That's really good. I really think that the GGG should make the ZANA dailies start the moment you unlock her, so you just get access to her from the beginning, rather than having to randomly, 1 in a 20 chance or something, encounter her in a mission like this. Because it was rather frustrating. So I'm still curious to hear from you, by the way, about your mapping experience, but I can extend it now with another question. How long do you estimate that it took you to find ZANA in the map for the actually unlocking her? So for me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maps. This is the 9th new map. But I think this is about the 20th or so map that I've actually ran. I think, yeah, it's pretty fair that for every map I have recorded in an episode for, I have also run at least one just to find more maps, or to find the next tier map, or to find a specific map, because I've been really unlucky in that regard. But that does mean that the next couple of episodes are likely gonna get some Shaper influences in them. And there's gonna be some ZANA dailies that are likely to add some spice to the mix. Because you can get pretty random maps here. They seem to have an infinite supply of goats over here. Also, blue goats shooting fireballs. Let's be cautious about that. pretty well. Let's look for more goods.
Answer to
Ooh.
God.
Planis, the Hollow Soul. I wasn't expecting you quite yet, so you look a bit faster than normal.
You
Well,
trespass. Death.
That's because you are. 25% increased movement speed, attack speed, everything speed. We kill you. I think we killed you 25% faster as well. Okay, a whole bunch of angry shummies. Not the happiest bunch. Ooh, look, another rock breaker. Yeah, that means we can start chiseling some of the maps that we don't want. Maybe one of the reasons why I'm being so unlucky with the maps is because the game considers me ungrateful. Oh, it's a bit bad to personify something that's just a software system, but you know, we all pray to RNGesus and Cthulhu and stuff like that, so we need more superstition. So maybe the game is just angry at me for just ignoring the entire left side of the map. But I want to keep the two series focused on their own sides of the map for some, to give you a reason to watch both of the series. And maybe the game is like, nope, you shouldn't have done that. Now you are forever doomed to walk around in the low level maps. Ooh, Sapphire Ring, that's gonna be another chaos recipe. Things are looking up. Okay, and nullifier. Apparently they really hate your flask charges. Let's see, it's, okay, we're in the green here. Because we were getting back to the edge there. Let's have a look. Final bit. It's overlapping. Fields of fire. Yeah, we're gonna do all. Okay. Let's draw a couple in. Another stone hammer. Vortex gem. And we are back where we started. Well, roughly. Suddenly we get so many hammers and rock breakers and gavels. It's kind of funny, right? Then one episode I'm just complaining that I haven't seen him, and then they just keep flooding in. Then I start off an episode by, complaining about just not being lucky with the maps and with ZANA and everything. And things just work themselves out. I try to be a bit more upbeat and positive about things. And I try not to complain too much about things. No, usually it's better to take action about something rather than complain about it. And here the game is basically just rewarding me for complaining. Things get weird sometimes. Ooh, the beach. Interesting thing is that the beach is in the bottom left corner, if I remember correctly, of the map. But of course this is a ZANA mission, and ZANA missions follow irregular rules when it comes to map drops. "24 mobs remaining. 16, that's about 2 packs. Probably the top side there. We haven't actually gone there. You still see that the map is unexplored over there. And we got you, and you, and you, and no one. Nice. Means we're done there, and we can speak with ZANA.
Thanks for your help, Exile. I'm not much closer to figuring out what is going on yet, but you've certainly cleared a path for me here, and that's more than nothing. Sorry for underestimating you.
Took long enough.
I'll need to continue my work here for a while before the final traces of whatever warps this world fade. Meet me in the Eternal Laboratory. I'd like to show you something. I really appreciate the help. There's a lot out there I don't understand, but two minds may be able to make sense of it all. Meet me in the Eternal Laboratory. We have much to discuss.
Level 2 ZANA. That means we can invite her to the hideout, can't we? Well, we still have a little bit of the graveyard to explore, so we're gonna continue with that. Let's refresh. We had many totems, deal more damage, frenzy charges, and a powerful boss. Okay, let's do this. When we get around to dropping our loot, that is when we're gonna check out what ZANA has to offer. Ooh, look. Arena. Let's put up a portal here, then dive in. This was a caster skeleton, wasn't it? At least that was what it was before. And they changed it. This is not a caster skeleton anymore. Letanius, the Black Prayer. Ow! Ow! I don't like you, mister. I really don't like you. I'm gonna stand behind one of these. Okay. That definitely hurt. That's close to 4,000 life. Either way, we are full, and therefore we will go back and consult ZANA. She wants to speak with us. Oh yeah.
I've picked up on a series of extremely strange disturbances out there. I've never seen anything like this before. We need to find out what's going on, but I'm struggling to pinpoint the source. It's as if someone or something is intentionally obscuring these events. When you can, I need you to venture out and see what you can find. Keep an eye out for anything unusual. Obviously, everything out there is unusual to some extent, but the kinds of disturbances I'm talking about will be impossible to miss. I understand you've created a little hideout for yourself. If you have the room, cohabitation could allow us to strengthen our alliance. What do you think?
What? I need to kick someone from the hideout.
Stay
That can be arranged. Let's see. Well, I think we're gonna kick for Reach. He's level 5, so bye bye.
I do like.
And then we go back and add ZANA.
How are your maps?
And then she's over here.
I'd like to keep my map device here, if you'll allow me. It's a family heirloom of sorts that I spent much of my youth trying to repair, and I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I let it be damaged somehow. Of course, you're welcome to use it as much as you like, and I think it would look rather fetching sitting here.
Yay.
May your maps be merciful.
So then we put ZANA over here, then we dismiss Katarina to some kind of dark corner because she will probably like that better. ZANA next to here, and then we get ourselves a map device roughly here. Yeah, that's nicely centered. We'll put a rug or something underneath it, but that's gonna be for later.
Glad you made it back.
And now we get access to dailies and we can purchase maps, and because she leveled we get access to new maps.
Stay
and life is
inquisitive.
good. Okay, let's finish ourselves a graveyard, shall we? Last time that we're returning here. More than 50 mobs remaining, so we definitely have a lot of stuff to kill. Leveled again. And some carpets to clean. let's not get hit by those fireballs. I see most of the things we kill with ease. Herald Lake. It's a previous one, not the next one, but it's good. Ooh, tower. That's... Wait, did we actually get the next one? So we just cleared the graveyard. And now we're getting ourselves the tower. Okay, game, I'm sorry I doubted you. But you really had me worried there for a bit. Flamers. So, let's not get hit by those. Totems on the other hand are immune to fire damage, so they don't care. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay. You get yourself one of those, get yourself one of those, and then get burned. Okay. Slower, still more than 50 mobs remaining. This is a large map. Or there's just a couple of really large packs in here. Nicely tucked away in the corner there. So was a zombie in the back there. This is also a pretty nice defensive setup. Now once something enters the radius of the Righteous Fire Totem, they get burned. They get burned hard. Let's see. The comments of, I think it was previous episode, someone asked me what the damage was of my totems. Obviously, Shockwave Totem, you can just see it in the tooltip, it's just under 2600. Searing Bond is just under 9000 damage per second. Righteous Fire Totem, however, is more difficult because it doesn't show a tooltip damage. And that is because it burns for 50% of its own life, and its own life is not shown. So I did a little bit of math, and turns out that currently, you know, with me at 72 back then, with Spell Totem at level 17, all the gear and skills I have, we are doing, actually quickly, I'll scroll to it, this back, we are doing, against 0 fire resistance mobs, of course, 15,356 damage per second. That's with all the modifiers, everything included. Obviously, we can use Flammability, but most of the time when it's really useful for Righteous Fire is against bosses. That's where you want to know your DPS. And of course, bosses have built-in resistances. So most of the time your Flammability is just going to counteract their resistance, and they're going to end up roughly close to 0 resistance. Then we have ourselves a Silver Flask, which we can sip for 40% increased damage, which stacks with the 282% increased damage. But I actually forgot about the Golem here, which is also 19% increased. So, by default, we're actually doing slightly more damage than the 15,000. It's probably close to 16,000. Then Silver can increase it. If we want, we can switch out our increased area of effect gem, which doesn't boost our damage, but it just increases the radius of the totem. We can of course switch that one out for a concentrated effect gem. So we get less area of effect, but we get a 55% more damage modifier on top. So then our 16,000 damage is gonna go Well, it's actually 55% right now. So we're gonna go over 25,000 points of damage. And if you then also have your silver flask up, then 27,000 points of damage per second from a Righteous Fire Totem is not gonna be unheard of. And of course, multiple Righteous Fire Totems, they don't stack their damage. Only one Righteous Fire Totem can affect a mob at a time. So you can stack it with one instance of Searing Bond, which again also doesn't stack, and then you have the Shockwave Totem. So all in all, if we want, with just our basic setup, we can inflict up to about 25,000 points of damage per second with just the large increased area, with the large Righteous Fire Totem and all that stuff, disregarding Flammability. And we can add another 10,000 on top if we go for concentrated effect on our Spell Totem. I always forget to switch out the gems, and most of the time we're dealing enough damage that it's not really necessary. But things like going for the Guardians later on, Shaper if I ever make it that far, obviously they're doing more damage, means you take them out faster, so they have less opportunities to kill you. And it's really good when they don't have a lot of opportunities to kill you. So for those who were curious about it and missed the comments, that's the damage we do. And of course that's ongoing. The base life of the totems scales with the level of your Spell Totem Support. It's at level 17, it has, the base damage is 3407 if I remember correctly. Yes, my notes do say 3407, so that must be correct. If you level it from 17 to 20, you're gonna increase the base life by about 60%. It's gonna be about 5400. So the damage is gonna go up. Currently I have a 71% increased totem life, mostly from just skill nodes. If I switch this one out from increased totem damage and area damage to something that adds 10 or 12% increased totem life, that's gonna have more effect on the net damage than the increased damage, because they stack differently, they multiply differently. So that works pretty darn well, and I think we just have to do a pass here and then we are there. And of course most of the support gems are somewhere between 15 and 17, there's even one at 14. They will all scale up further, almost nothing has a quality. So if we add quality to all our gems, then we can further increase our damage as well. So there's actually quite a lot of room for improvement in this build. And level 70, it's kind of corny, but basically the game is just beginning in terms of power level development, and just from leveling up your stuff and slowly adding quality to your gems, you can at least increase your, basically you can double the damage output. Just the 1600 damage that we do, if all you do is just play the game, run maps, level stuff up, you're gonna hit 30,000 probably, without too much effort, probably 35,000. Then if you start adding quality to gems that deserve it, upgrading your gear, no, we are running around with just a rare Void Scepter. If we replace this with, let's say, a Dorianis Catalyst, that one has a total of about up to 130% increased damage, rather than the 55% increased damage that we currently have. That's going to make quite an impact. That's going to be easily maybe another quarter of effective damage on top of everything. And oh, 6 link, also another thing. In terms of skills, we're mostly focused on, well, on life. Getting the Shaper over here. Getting the Holy Fire up here is going to be a nice damage bonus. This explosive impact here, that's yet more fire damage. Area skills, radius. So there's plenty of things that you can still do to increase the damage, but as you see, most of the things we can handle them pretty darn well still. And most of the time we can plop the totems down and then make sure that we aren't getting hit by whatever the mobs are trying to use to kill us. So we do have quite a bit of safety built in as well. But with that, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, you have gone through all the ups and downs of this entire episode. So, it's variety. Let's keep it at that. And next episode, we're probably gonna run a ZANA map. And then we're gonna use this shiny map device that we got over here. And see if we can hunt down the Shaper in all its interesting forms. So be prepared for void, vortexes, and whatever else the Shaper infusion is gonna add to the mobs on this side of the map. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.